What's up, guys? We should be live here. Let me just double check here. One sec. Before we go live, let's just do. Let's cue Indigo sing. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing.
Okay, guys, I think we're live. Let's give it a second here. I'm gonna pull up. Boom, there we are. And I usually go at around like 9 a.m., but I had a little appointment this morning, so uh, thanks all the people who are checking me out right now. We just make sure we kill this. We're gonna go over the SEC 9, the 9 coins that the SEC says are securities. Okay, hold on 1 second here. We're gonna pause this just so I can get the comments from you guys. I think we're live. Got an itchy little trigger finger over here. All right, cool. All right, so what's up, JoJo Wave? What's going on? Let's see here. So we're gonna go over the 9 tokens that the SEC says are securities. And those tokens, if we go right down here and take a look, Power Ledger, Chromatica, DFX Finance, AMP, Rally, Rary, Governance Token, Deriva DAO, LCX, and XKO. So let's go over LCX first because that's the one I think is the best out of all of those. You guys know I love myself some LCX. If you come over here to my channel, I have 14 LCX videos. I have a whole bunch of videos on LCX partners, which is somewhere. I don't know. But needless to say, I've done extensive research on LCX. I can see why the government would come after them, but as I've told you guys many a time on the channel, LCX is a member of the World Economic Forum, so for them to come after LCX seems really weird because LCX, they're like the ones who want uh, regulation. They're the one, like, they're part of the World Economic Forum. They want to see into everything. They want tracking for everything. So it's really funny. And here we go again. Member World Economic Forum. Y'all don't need to see that. Member World Economic Forum. LCX joined the World Economic Forum basically 2 years ago. Hell, 3 years ago. So it's kind of strange that they be looking into LCX. But one of the things that LCX does is they have this NFT to diamonds type NFT. So it's like a diamond backed NFT. Um, I can see someone kind of wanting to come after them for this because it almost seems like a security type thing. Like it's an NFT backed by diamonds, and they give you this TIA token as a result of holding it as well. I won't go into all the tokenomics and all of that type of stuff. You can come watch my video about it. But basically, the tokenomics also helps push LCX forward, LCX token forward, as well as the TIA token. But again, if you want to know more about this, come over to my channel. Go to the LCX playlist. I got a video specifically on this TMNs because hell, we could probably spend a whole hour talking about LCX, but you know, okay. So basically, they're an exchange over in a country called Liechtenstein, and that exchange in Liechtenstein is a small little country, like between Austria and Switzerland. That's a hugely rich country, and as you can see, that they're doing NFTs backed by freaking diamonds, so you can tell that they're a rich country, right? Um, they have their own exchange, and it's rumored that I think his name is Brian Geringhouse or something like that. It's rumored that he's like a secret partner of this LCX exchange. So I can kind of see why they had listed it. But they already have the kind of like all the paperwork to be an exchange in America. LCX does, and I have stuff on their exchange. I have they have a phone app for both iPhone and the Android. They just made the iPhone app not too long ago. They do have stuff that's kind of a little annoying like this, where it's like I've already subscribed to your newsletter, except I continue to get harassed about it when I come to your website. Um, but yeah, LCX, really high on these guys, and I think since they're more regulation heavy on their stuff, and they got the money of the WEF behind them, I think they have a really, really, really bright future. Um, as a matter of fact, I think they have the the chutzpah, the balls, the huevos, if you will, um, to tackle Binance over in Europe. So all the rules that the WEF and the European Union, all the rules that they're making for crypto, they're testing out on LCX first. So LCX is going to get the advantage of all these freaking rules that they're doing on cryptos over there, and LCX is going to be one of the first ones to kind of take advantage of those laws. And if you guys don't know, there's a previous beef with LCX and Binance.
Population.
LCX was supposed to be LCX Binance, but Monty and CZ had a little beef, and it seems like it's probably over regulation. Oh, perfect timing for them to do this. So if you guys go take a look at the channel and take a look at that video, you'll know more about the beef. But basically, Monty just decided to go on his own and do LCX on his own. So they don't have their own blockchain now, but if you go into their site, they kind of allude to having one with getting ready to do one with Polkadot. Oh, that's so annoying that it still does this, and I can't exit out. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so if we go all the way down here, we go to the ecosystem, I can kind of show you where it really looks like they're trying to get something going with Polkadot to get a blockchain going, their own blockchain. And I think that's the last thing they're really missing before they tackle Binance here. So Polkadot, there we go. LCX chooses Polkadot to advance their security token standard. And Parity is basically, it seems like it's like the company that that does Polkadot's coding, sort of like how IOHC Input Output does Cardano's coding, most of their coding. So it is. Liechtenstein's protocol Integration with the Polkadot blockchain will unlock access for projects to the developing potential of tokenized securities. The Polkadot ecosystem projects can leverage LCX's security token standard to issue digital native security tokens in compliance with frameworks, standards, and adopted by regular financial entities. Okay, that's not the one I was looking for. Okay, maybe it's not on here. Okay, I think maybe this isn't here. Future of decentralized finance is defined by. Nope, I don't think that's it either. Okay, here it is. Now, LCX will advance Fire Salamander even further and will expand on the system by building on top of Polkadot's parachain technology. So, Fire Salamander is the DEX aggregator that Polkadot built for LCX. So, it says right here they're looking to expand upon that. And I assume to expand upon that, they may actually go into doing their own blockchain. So, that's LCX. Let me come out here and see if we got any questions. What's up, Kufu Crypto? What's up, Wisdom Bars? What's up, PC Wells? What's up, Carson? What's up, Kevin Cummings? Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. I thought so. Let's go. Okay, boom. All right, we're good. I'm like, that's way too many people for my stream. One day we'll get there, but no, that's way too many people for me. So we got LCX covered. Let's go to the next one on the list. Next one on the list to me will be AMP. So AMP, if you guys aren't familiar with this, they kind of want to change payments and the whole ways that payments are done. There's so many coins they're trying to change payments and to like change it, clearing times, because crypto comes to consensus so quick on the blockchain that crypto can really revolutionize that. But there's so many chains that want to do that. Flex.
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
And the Winklevoss twins own Gemini exchange. It really gives AMP that extra added umph, because the Winklevoss twins have big pockets. They have big people behind them. They have their Gemini exchange is one of the only exchanges you can use in New York. So they obviously got, big people behind them. See, the global leader in pure digital payments. So attached to this Flexa network is AMP. Apparently a whole bunch of other wallets here. How do I scroll through those? Speeding, AirGap Wallet, Argent, Dash Wallet, Eternal, Leap, Light Wallet, No Wallet, Nighthawk Wallet, Valera. Let's see, all on Flexa is AMP. We might even have a link to AMP here. Apparently not, so we'll just go over here and get it from the CoinMarketCap. And I think you can almost think of AMP2 as like a native coin of Gemini. AMP provides assets like GUSD, which is Gemini's stable coin. Provides assets like that with instant verifiable assurance. So, stake, send, repeat. Why AMP helps you decentralize risk for your users with smart contract features purpose built for collateral. So not only are they trying to do this for collateral, It goes along with the payments, um, along with Flexa. See, here we go. They're saying it right here. Meet our friends and collaborators. From staking payments on Flexa to providing stability through liquidity, the AMP ecosystem offers many ways to use and earn an AMP today. And they saw all the systems they're on. Yeah, I'm a big believer in the AMP, but if you come over here and look at its supply, it's 42.23 billion. And the reason that is okay, and its total supply is like 98 billion. The reason for that is they wanted to use it as a kind of a payment thing for the Flexa. So its supply is absolutely huge. Excuse me, huge, mungus. So it's going to take a lot to move it. Whereas if we go back and look at LCX, I think their supply is only like 1 billion. So that's something to note. Ooh, I hate how the site always goes back to your original watch list. And when you press back, it doesn't go back to the watch list that you had up before. That's so annoying. Okay. And then out of these, let's go to Power Ledger. That's the one that seems like the third most interesting to me. So Power Ledger, it seems like they want to revolutionize energy and like energy credits. I don't know if you guys know, but like certain companies, they sell energy credits to each other. Like Tesla does that. Certain quote unquote green companies sell energy, right? And on a power grid, you can sell certain amounts of energy to other people. And it gets into it right here. It's a technology company that builds software for distributed and decentralized energy markets for a sustainable future. It has a blockchain based platform that enables tracking and trading of energy, flexibility services, and environmental commodities. It's the goal to provide the platform a fully monetized, market driven grid that offers consumers a choice in their energy while driving the democratization of power. So, I could also see why they think that that's a security as well. Um, However, they better not be talking like carbon credits. I don't know if you guys are aware of carbon credits, but I think they do this for big business, but they're talking about trying to do it for regular people, which would be just extremely ridiculous. It's almost like charging you 2 times for your energy. Um, so imagine this. Imagine you have a certain number of carbon credits, and then in the middle of the month, you use all your carbon credits. Say you like took a trip or something like that, or um, yeah, like you took a trip, so you drove more than you usually would, and you consumed more than you usually would consume, and then just going home, even though you got gas in your car, and maybe your car just cuts off because you're out of carbon credits, and you have to pay for more carbon credits because you were only supposed to use 2,000 carbon credits. Hell no. No. So anybody pushing carbon credits, just know that that's what it could lead to. So definitely don't. Carbon credits do not. It should not work for the normal person. Like, what does it look like? I have gas in my car, but I'm out of carbon credits because I took a trip, so I need to pay for more carbon credits. Get the hell out of here with that. That will not work. That wouldn't work for me. I would fight tooth and nail for that not to happen for anyone else either. So, um, let's take a look at their site, which that whole carbon credit thing reminds me also, guys. I'm on Rockfin. I just got a little account on there, and I kind of pulled you guys to see if you guys would want to have like crypto, but kind of go into the area of conspiracy a little bit. So that's what I'm doing on these shows on Rockfin. I'm going to be more concerned with kind of like entertainment a little bit more. So check this out. One I have is like Saturn worship intertwined with crypto. That one, we're getting into some deep stuff. And here, bots influencing people, is that fact or fiction? So yeah, come check me out on Walkfin. It's at Blackrue, just like my Twitter handle, at Blackrue. So back to where we were here. Power Ledger, the power behind new energy. Power Ledger develops software solutions for tracking, tracing, and trading of renewable energy. We believe in democratization of power for a sustainable future. Yet you're tracking and tracing it. Okay, sure. Yeah, you do. You sure do believe in democracy. Okay. um. So, yeah, I can see what they're talking about here. Um. And they even go on to say they like stuff like green energy, like microgrids and stuff like that, which reminds me of a really cool stock that I know that mines Bitcoin. It's called Clean Spark. They also make microgrids. So, like, if you're living in a place where you're off the grid, um, Clean Spark would come in and make you a microgrid, which would be something that, like, takes all the power from your green sources. Like, say you had like a solar panels, and say you had like a wind chime or something like that, or a wind turbine. It would take all your energy from that, store it in the battery. But with the microgrid, it makes you sure you optimize your energy, and you don't and you use only what you need. So this is Clean Spark. So this is the company that does that. They're publicly traded. Um, they have, not only do they mine Bitcoin, but they make microgrids for people that are living kind of off the grid. But they also use that microgrid technology to efficiently mine Bitcoin. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, enough on them. Back to Power Ledger. I can see that being really worth something in the future. Let's see as high as it went. Okay, so it went as high as $1.80. Back the last time we had a Bitcoin halving in 2016. The last time we had one in 2020, it went as high as about 80 or 90 cents. Cause that's, and I get why it went, like, only went that high, because right now people are not really talking carbon credits and green energy right now. With the Biden administration, they're all about that young oil, baby. Yeah. So, no, I'm not like celebrating that or anything, but I was just being a little sarcastic there. But with the Biden administration, they seem to be all about oil. So this probably wasn't as popular as it was in 2017, when green energy and solar panels and electric cars were all the rage. Let's see if we got any questions out here. See, yeah, sure. I'm not sure how to say your first name, so I'm gonna say C Dawson knows what's up. They're already enacting ESG for companies, where they have sort of like a environmental social score. But yeah, they're trying to get the carbon credits down to normal people, and I am vehemently against that junk. I would so not agree with that in any way, for them to do like a ESG or a carbon credit score for normal people. It does not work for normal people, and it would be essentially charging us twice for something we already use once, for something we're already paying for. I would not be for that. So we went Power Ledger, AMP, LCX. Let's do Rally now. So Rally, they seem to be like they want to be like a social media content creation type of coin. because they allow content creators to create their own coin. And as you can see, they've only been around, well, they're brand new. They've only been around for about, since December 2020, where they were hyped all the way up to $1.40, and now they're sitting at about 4 cents, which is exactly where they probably should be. Max supply is 15 billion. Oh hell yeah, they should definitely be like 4 cents is almost too high with a max supply of 15 billion. But if you come check them out, I was checking them out over here. They say seamlessly launch social tokens at scale, launch millions of your own branded tokens, including bonded tokens and sub tokens, using our open developer resources library. Now, if you're telling people to use an open developer resource library, that means they probably need coding skills in order to launch their social tokens. So I don't see that working out that much. You would have to give them some easy, efficient way to do their own tokens than trying to do like their own developer resources library. But yeah, I tried to see if I could just go onto their ecosystem, but I couldn't find an easy way to do that. But that's what it seems like they're all about. Yeah, I could not find an easy way to get just like, okay, let me use your ecosystem. But yeah, it seems like they're all about those social tokens, and it seems like you need to have a little developing power to do that. And here we go. A social token oriented protocol that allows creators to launch their own token and build a digital economy around their work. In this way, creators like streamers, artists, musicians, gamers, athletes, or general content creators can tap into their communities and offer benefits and perks to recruit, retain, monetize their following in a frictionless manner. So with it seeming like I need to do code there, it seems like it's a lot of effort. So I'm not so sure about the rallies in the future. The rally in the future. Speaking of rallies, I would really love some rallies slash checker fries right now. Checkers fries. That would be real good just about now. If you know, you know. Those rallies fries, boy. Let's see here. So back to my watch list. Sorry, wrong one. SEC 9. So we did AMP Rally, Power Ledger, LCX. Now we're at the dregs of the world here. Let's do Deriva DAO, because that seemed really interesting. So it seems like with this one, I also could not hop on their ecosystem really quickly, but it seems like they want to do crypto derivatives. And if you guys aren't familiar with what derivatives are, it's basically a derivative. If you use the math equation, what a derivative is, it's basically a product of a product, kinda. So derivatives are like in stocks, okay? If you have like a stock option where you're either betting for something to go up or down, or you're doing a call or a put, calls and puts are actually derivatives. Um, yeah, it's a really hard subject because it goes even deeper than that. They have like derivatives of all types of things. They have like inverses of a certain like stock index. So like the SPY, the SEP 500, the top 500 companies in the stock market. they have inverses of that, and I think technically you could call that a derivative because it's kind of a flip of the normal thing. So here we go. With key performance advantages, real-time price feed, yada yada yada. Insurance mining, get early access. So it looks like they don't even have this up and running yet, because it's just products. What is it? Contact. So if they're trying to offer derivatives on crypto products, I can also see why that would be um, a security as well. So see, discover the future of trading with DerivaX, DerivaDex, community governed derivatives exchange that unites performance and autonomy. Then it seems like they have a insurance mining app, which, okay, here we go. So we can kind of launch some of this. Maybe the governance app. I don't see why they would put it. They wouldn't put it up on the front where their toolbar is. Why they would just embed it in the middle of it. But whatever. So all of it's unavailable. Doesn't even seem like I can use my wallet here. There's no pro. So that doesn't seem like it's available yet. Insurance mining app. That seems kind of weird. Okay, so you're more or less just staking DerivaDex coins on here so you can help them bootstrap the whole system. So we don't need to see any of that. We're good now. Let's see. So supply is only 100 million, so that's pretty cool. A low supply. Let's see where we're at here. Launched in December 2020, was as high as $12. Sitting here at 83. So technically we could see this come back to at least 7, like a 7x there. That's something. Go back to the watch list, and you know what? Next time I'm just gonna click on those and I'm gonna right click it because it's gonna send me back to the wrong watch list again. Okay, so we did Amp Rally Power Ledger, LCX, Deriva DAO. So we only got 3 more left, guys. Let's go to Chromatica. Yeah, Chromatica. We'll open it in a new tab. Let's get rid of this stuff. And it looks like we might have enough time to finish up a little bit early. So if you guys want questions at the last 15 minutes, we can do that. Okay, another 100 million supply. Seems like this is another DAO type DeFi type of deal going on again. Decentralized trading protocol, enabling crypto traders to execute limit orders by using. Yep, it's just a DeFi, normal old DeFi deal. Chromatica Finance. Launched app. See, this is how you do it. I have it right there so you know. Okay, so this is just a kind of kind of DeFi deal where they're allowing you to do DeFi like staking, lending, borrowing, good old DeFi stuff. So I'm sure they have their little spin on how they do their DeFi, where they're the fastest and it's revolutionary, all this crap. But let's go to DFX Finance, which looks like another one, another little DeFi one. Max supply, another 100 million one. Seems to be common for DeFi ones. Safely earn yield. Or use the DFX platform and contracts to provide true financial localization for the customers of your global business. Decentralized protocol where users can effectively exchange stable coins pegged to various foreign currencies isn't the only important but necessary. Okay. So DeFi where they're trying to deal with exchange stable coins more a la like a curve, it seems like. DFX's algorithm dynamically adjusts by using real world FX price feeds from Chainlink, which almost everybody uses Chainlink. Okay, so this is just another DeFi one. We don't even need to go on their site. So we cover everybody except for Rare Governance, which is another DeFi I can tell y'all right off the bat. So first I thought it was dealing with like Rarible. So I checked this one out first. But it's not. It's another DeFi token. And they're just using the name Rari because they know that it has to do with freaking Rarible. And people might think that, so people might invest in them just because of that. And not even know that they have nothing to do with them. Rari Capital. Lending, borrowing, and yield for DeFi. So literally just a little DeFi coin again. And then the last one, which is more like ambiguous, is XYO. A lot of people believe in XYO. Has like almost 13 billion circulating supply. So max supply is like 14 billion. And it really did not make clear what XYO does when I went on their website. Technology protocol designed to improve the validity, certainty, and value of data. We're building a data marketplace that gives users a gold standard for any apps, websites, blockchain technologies that rely on trusted data. Okay, so you're doing something with data. We're building the first reality oracle. Now, the word oracle, if you guys don't know what oracle means, it's what Chainlink does. Chainlink's an oracle. So the oracles are responsible for getting data from outside of the blockchain and bringing it inside of the blockchain. And the reason why that's like kind of very important is you open yourself up to security risks when you go outside of the blockchain. So it's very important that things like Chainlink be very, very, very secure. If you guys come over to my channel, I just did a video on Chainlink since they're an LCX partner. You can learn about it there. But it seems like they want to be a world oracle, which seems like a really lofty goal. The bridge between secure blockchain data and the physical world. That seems really, really like a lofty goal. Improves certainty and trust for data and ensures people rightfully own the data they create. We're building the technology needed for a fully data-driven world. All right. Okay. Okay, seems like they're not up and running just yet. Okay, they're not up and running just yet. But that concludes our kind of research on the 9. The ones that has the biggest future to me. Oh, and I clicked on it instead of clicking this side. Dang it. Is LCX because they have an exchange up and running. They have the WEF money behind them. They're only about a billion supply, a little under a billion, which they're going to burn and do some things with. They're already gunning to replace Binance. LCX seems like that deal for me, like completely. And if we go back, if I was to rank them, I guess I'd say LCX, Power Ledger, AMP. We'll go back to the Dangon list. Sorry that keeps happening. They coded it in a very funky way. So I'd say LCX by a mile for many of these things. But then I'd go next. I'd say maybe Power Ledger, then AMP, then Rally, maybe. Yeah, that'd probably be it. But LCX by a mile for many of these other tokens. All right, let me see if we got any questions here. What's up, Nerd Up Inc? Mary? I need some glasses, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that's what we got going for today. So we got about 20 minutes left. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, check me out not only on my YouTube channel, which is darkhorsewatcher.com. That's Dark Horse Watcher, like a horse, like darkhorsewatcher.com. And also, now check me out on Rockfin for more like crypto and conspiracy content. We're getting kind of deep in this conspiracy world and connecting that with crypto, like Saturn worship intertwined with crypto, bots influencing people. Is that fact or fiction? How many bots do we have out there? I think it's like 70%, and I have some information to back that up. Mark of the Beast. Polygons / hexagons everywhere. Plastic? I don't know. Check it out. So let's see here. If we don't have any questions, I'll just keep going with some other stuff that I'm looking at currently. What clarity does LCX have? Clarity? I'm not sure what you mean, Daquan Williams. What do you know about the Pulse chain? Reggie Bone, absolutely nothing. I don't know anything about the Pulse chain other than it's Richard. It's Richard's baby, Richard Hart, who owns Hex. And I did a breakdown on Hex on this video on this channel before, and Hex kind of seems kind of scamish to me. I'll use that word. It seems scamish. It seems Ponzi-ish. Pulse chain, I really don't know what Richard plans to do with this, but you know what? Who does? You can go check out my guys on Crypto and Down. If you come over to my channel, they also do a show on here. And look, Crypto and Down's one of the first channels here. They're big hexagons, so they're all about the Pulse chain. And JJ Wentworth and Asherel, they'll do you nice. They're not scammers. They hit you with the hot facts. So definitely check out them when it comes to Pulse chain. I'm not gonna sit here and BS you on that. I don't know that much about Pulse chain, but the Quan here I think is the clarity on LCX. The fact that they are members of the World Economic Forum, it really does mean to me that they have the fast track on regulation, and one of the things they always mention is we're a highly regulated protocol. Their Liechtenstein protocol is highly regulated. Their regulation is top notch. Like where did we just read that? Okay. Liechtenstein protocols integration. So that Liechtenstein protocol is the protocol that LCX uses that is highly regulated to the point of um, what the EU wants crypto to be regulated like. So they're really getting a jump on, and you can see here, European Securities and Markets Authority, like they're this is like a very very regulated crypto, and I kind of agree with King and Zay on the regulations are really going to kind of really not be as good as people think they are. What it's going to do at the end of the day to me is it's going to price most common people out of crypto. So I think it's really important kind of right now to kind of build our bags before the next Bitcoin halving, which is going to be 5/4/24. So we really need to build the bags now. But yeah, this is what LCX has over many other exchanges is that they have that WEF money behind them, and they have the fact that they're really trying to put regulation first behind them. Okay, got it. And then okay, so LCX is always really one that's real big on my list. But let me go to another one of my lists and see if I can pick out some really good coins to just kind of tell you guys about right now towards the end of the show here. Oh, okay, let's go with Hedera. Hedera is another one of those coins that's really kind of like they got some big pockets.
Say hello to my little friend.
We come look here at Hedera. I'm going to show you the partners that they have on their side here. Boeing. Like, talk about like really kind of too big to fail. Google, IBM, LG. If you guys are anybody from like kind of overseas, you guys might know Wipro, Nomura, and here everybody knows T-Mobile. Excuse me. So these are the partners that are behind Hedera. These guys are doing some big, big, big things, and now they finally got their DeFi going. If you want to kind of check and see what a coin, what their DeFi is doing, and how much money they got locked up in their DeFi, DeFi tracks really close to a coin's price. You can come over here to a site called DeFi Llama, go to chains, and we're going to go to chains right now. And if we look at this, it's crazy, right? Of course, everything's mostly locked up in Ethereum still. They got $55 billion wrapped up into Ethereum. But if we look at that overview, we were as high as like, well, everything was popping. 246 billion locked up there. And it's cut over in half to like 85 billion. But yeah. Going back to chains, we can see, we do a little quick search. Hedera is right down here with 45 mil locked up in it, which is 42. Not too bad. Not too bad considering. Like Cardano sitting here at 29, so Hedera being at 42 isn't that bad. Like I said, they finally got their DeFi up and running with this DEX called Tangent. You can come on here and actually stake Hedera for like 36%, I think, APY. Of course, you gotta be careful with those APYs, but Stater, they also stake other stuff, and they got like 45 mil already locked up there, so almost consider it pretty safe. Who knows? But I got some of my coins over there staking right now. Um, Tangent. If we go look at Tangent, it's gonna lead us to another coin I can tell you guys about, which to me seems like a better version of Value. But they don't have anything else doing yet. Tangent.
Say hello to my little friend.
Tangent Finance. Launch that app. As you can see, they have their DEX here, their swap. I'm not going to connect my wallet, but there's a coin called Galaxy. And this coin is ran by Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's an NBA player. My Pistons drafted him and didn't hold on to him, which I'm kind of mad at them about for that. Galaxy Crypto. So everybody's like, the reason I went over that whole like Web3 and big data thing for you guys, because everybody, it seems to be the next thing coming in 2024, the metaverse and Web3. Google takes a whole lot of money from content creators. So you got places like Rockfin and things like that that are kind of pushing a back against YouTube. And in comes crypto and places like this Galaxy. You can see Spencer Dinwiddie, this guy who I know his name, I think it's like Matt Jones or something. He's on The Bachelor. Ezekiel Elliott, couple fine women, and that looks like a child right there. So I'm not gonna call her fine woman because she looks like a child. She's a cute kid, but she's a child. Yeah, so Galaxy. As a matter of fact, I don't know why they're showing it like a child on there, but anyway, it looks like they're trying to be like a OnlyFans, but a little classier. Find the creators you love, buy creator tokens, unlock special perks. And I think up here it says, okay, so they already raised 26 mil, and I'm gonna be on the lookout for this one in the future, because if he can make it real good and he has the backing of NBA, the NBA with them and the Hedera with them, and then Hedera is a partner of LCX. I don't know if I told y'all that, but it is. Check out my video on Hedera, and you'll get even more info. I go a little bit deeper because I spent a whole freaking 17 minutes on it here. And it's a decent viewing video for me, 195 views. But yeah. Also, the next one I wanted to give y'all before we go here is DAG. This one I love a hell of a lot because it seems like they want to be like the Polkadot for like government crypto projects. They already got freaking support from the Secretary of Defense, like the freaking Secretary of Defense, and they're already partnered with the U.S. Air Force. And this is called Constellation, another LCX partner. If we come over here and look, like federal, and they have their own exchange, which you can see right here where it says Lattice Exchange. That's their own exchange, and that it has its own token as well. So Constellation for the government. We aim to be the standard across all agencies of the federal government, how these agencies security, use, and send data. So if they can put blockchain into like government, That would be really something, right? But of course, that's why they're aligning themselves with LCX because they're members of the WEF. And if anybody's going to want like security and tracking, they're going to be the ones that want to do it. So, where is it? So, letter of support from USAF, so U.S. Air Force. Got a letter of support from them. They had it up here somewhere where they said letter of support from the Secretary of Defense. They may have taken, oh, here it is. Secretary of Defense letter of support. Just like, wow. Constellation and team members include distributed systems engineers, blockchain architects, past NASA. Well, no, we can't really necessarily believe NASA, and that'll be something for me to talk about on Rockfin. How NASA's, we'll do that on Rockfin. Google, Oracle, and Salesforce software engineers and Silicon Valley vets with a focus on enterprise go-to-market. So, hugely a believer in Constellation, and we'll just go look at the Lattice Exchange. This is how they launch different projects. Like they launched one project called Alchemy, Alkime, or IMI, like Alchemy, Alkimi. And that project is trying to flip the way we do advertising, but it's all really cool that they have their own freaking exchange, and you can actually log on to it and buy DAG if you want to, and buy the Lattice coin if you want to. Pretty sweet. So it's like almost like they're their own exchange. They're a layer zero, and like they got other stuff going on. Like I was just telling you, they have a launch pad as well. So that's so freaking sweet. So which ones did they? Okay, so they already launched Alchemy. That was the one I was telling y'all about before. Double Dice. Not sure what those are. I don't know what all of these are. I looked at GeoJams, but you can see they got a lot of stuff going on. Launching a couple more. So that's cool. But yeah, Constellation, because of all of this stuff that they got going on, they're pretty high on my list. And here we go that we're at 6 o'clock. Thank all you guys for coming out. Let me see if we got any questions before I go. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out. Normally this will be at 9 a.m. on Saturday. I just had a little thing I had to handle today. But thank you guys so much for coming out. Suggest it to your friends and stuff. Spread it around. Thanks a bunch for watching. Have a good one, guys. Peace.